Good afternoon, JDCSS community and family. We would like to give an update on the coronavirus and our school closure. Currently, there are over 495,000 confirmed cases worldwide of the coronavirus, with 1,500 or so here in the state of Georgia. So the virus continues to spread, and also the numbers continue to increase. And it was with this information the city of Hazelhurst, in an emergency call meeting yesterday, issued a public health state of an emergency. Within this, there will be a mandatory curfew. This will begin starting tomorrow at 8 a.m. and it will last until April the 15th. There may be some job-related issues within this. So if you have any questions about your job, please touch base with the city of Hazelhurst, and I'm sure they'll be more than glad to answer any questions you may have about the public health state of emergency for here in Hazelhurst. The district will continue to operate as normal, which is our new normal. We have most of our employees working from home, but we do have someone answering the telephone here at the central office, and we have a skeleton crew that helps out around here. So we will continue to do this for the rest of this week and also next week, but we will be closed the week of April 6th through the 10th. During the 6th through the 10th, we will also suspend student meal deliveries for that week. When we return on the 13th, we will resume student meal deliveries throughout the community, and at that time, we may look at some other options to make this a more efficient process for both the community and our students and our staff to be able to make this a better situation as we deliver meals for our students. We understand there's a lot of questions still out there lingering about how the school closure will affect individual students. Issues such as promotion retention, credits at the high school level, graduation. There are so many questions that are still out there. And as soon as we receive specific guidance from the Federal Department of Education along with the Georgia Department of Education, we will share that information with the community. At this time, we're not really saying much on it because we want to make sure that we give the community the proper guidance that we've received. So as soon as that information is available, we will share it with our community members. The closure, we were trying to be more proactive, and we started last week looking at a second round of student packets. By the end of next week, we will have those packets ready for a pickup on April the 13th. So when we return back from spring break, parents and students may go by their school to pick up another student packet. We will have an AM lunch and a PM pickup time on the 13th. We will give you more information as we get closer to that date, but again, we will have a second round of student packet pickups. Some have communicated that their students are spending, 8, 10, sometimes 12 hours on these packets. We never intended for the students to work this long on the packets. It was 2 weeks worth of work to keep our students engaged in the learning process to stay within the relevant content that they were working on. If you have questions about assignments, please get with your child's teacher. They'll be more than glad to work with you, help you any way possible. But again, during this time, there was never any expectation that our students are working to an extent that's been shared with me by a few individuals. Your child should be able to enjoy their time off while also staying engaged in their content through their student packets and online activities. Um, there also have been questions about will we make up days. Just rest assured at this time there's nothing that has been given to us saying we have to make up those days, and it will be the guidance from our board office that we would not do that unless mandated by the state or federal Department of Education, and at this time I do not foresee that happening. Also, I'd like to stress to everyone that we got to follow that CDC guidance on washing our hands, covering our mouth, wiping our phones and other areas that are high touch areas within our homes and our workspace, and also practice social distancing. There's so much that can be stated about this and how impactful it can be, limiting groups of 10 or more. I know it's inconvenient, but this is one great way that we can blunt the spread of the virus if and when we have a confirmed case in Hazelhurst. So please, I cannot stress enough to follow CDC guidance as far as what we need to be doing during this time, and especially our young students, our school-age children, and maybe even into the 20s range. Some people feel like that this is a virus that only affects older adults, and while the effects of the virus may be more prevalent among adults, it doesn't mean that our students cannot contract the virus, and school-age children cannot get the virus. And the problem with that, not only is it the virus could affect that child, but also that child can become a carrier and take it to a parent, a grandparent, an older individual, or someone with a pre-existing health condition that would adversely affect their health. So no one's immune. Please practice the guidelines that have been provided to us by the CDC, and take care of yourself during this time. If you have questions, please email us. We will be more than glad to get back in touch with you. We appreciate you. Please stay patient, and we are going to get through this. And I appreciate everything the community and our students and staff are doing during this time. Thank you, and have a great Thursday afternoon.